You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Bad Girls Club After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Bad Girls Club After Show.
I get it.
Hey, that's what I said.
Live the life you
I really need to learn these lyrics.
I mean, like, after, like, what, 4 seasons we've been doing this?
Yeah, I'm always thought that with lyrics, though.
But at least give us a little sassy black girl. Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? Bing is for doing, and we are here doing the final. Actually, this is kind of a super episode. We're doing the final episode, part 3 reunion to Bad Girls Club Season 10 Atlanta. And then we're also doing the first episode of the first ever Bad Girls Club All-Star Battle. So please bear with us, because we just had like It was long.
2.5
hours of Bad Girls, so our brains are like exploding with.
I drank a lot of soda, so there's a lot of caffeine.
And if
going
I
on
see
right
that
here.
Mylon girl from season 11 one more damn time,
Wait, the what?
the irrelevant season 11 girl,
Oh.
Mimi badass.
Oh.
But we'll get back to that next season.
Got it. Mylon got it.
All right, let's talk about reunion part 3. I gotta say, probably Bad Girls season 10, probably one of the best reunions.
Yes.
I mean,
At least the most.
all right, no, maybe not the best,
Substance-filled.
but physically active reunion.
I would be. I could tell why Tanisha was frustrated. Like they couldn't get anything done. Like she said, she's like, we can't get anything done. Every second, someone's fighting.
Yeah, and like I feel like they didn't have people in the same room long enough, or the people that they did have is like the boring Stephanie situation with Andre. But we got Jen, and obviously last week Jen charged at Shannon, and Shannon put her leg out, stopped her. And so we kind of picked up again with that. So Jen says, I think Rocky plays stupid, but I think, watching everything back, it's more Shannon. Shannon was in her ear whispering, telling all these whispers. And then all the girls kind of jumped onto that with her. I mean, I see it to a point.
I agree.
Well, Shannon was playing a game. That's why the whole she wasn't being bad in the house. Like, I just thought it was her playing the game. Like, I still that's still what I think.
I mean, let's define it. What is the point of Bad Girls Club? Is it to be the most ratchet chick and throw down the most, or is it to make it to the end? Because don't these girls want careers in life? They want to make this or turn this into something with longevity, right? You got to make it to the end. You get cut off too short. I mean, your career, I don't know. I think the point is to make it to the end by any means necessary. So.
Right.
Well, for some of these girls, it's just like day by day, like how they live their lives. Just like, oh, I had the opportunity to be on a show.
Right.
Like we all
They
know,
don't look past that.
Jesse's really good friends with Julie. I wasn't a fan of Julie's, but bitch got game. She made it to the end. She knew how to run a game.
I wasn't a fan of Julie either.
Yeah.
And I tell Julie to her face, I'm like,
hate
girl,
you.
I used to not like you. She was like, she gets it. But they get it, though.
And the point is to get to the end, not just to beat down. I mean, I don't know, whatever.
No, exactly. There's different ways of being a bad girl. Yeah, you can be a bad girl and just intimidate people, but you can also be a bad girl and manipulate people and or use someone's aggressive power against them. Which was interesting. During the reunion, they did a poll: which bad girls ruled the house?
Which two couples ruled
So
the
it was
house?
Valentina and
Alicia.
versus Shamrock, and I can't believe Valentina and Alicia won.
By like 8 points.
I know, it just doesn't make sense to me
Yeah.
because Alicia didn't even make it to the end. I think at the beginning, like while Janae was still there, yeah, maybe. But then I totally kind of give it to
Well,
Shamrock.
I think about who got the most people out of the house, who kind of controlled a lot of the situations, it was Alicia and Valentina, sadly. It was, if you want to go with who people liked more, it probably would have been Shamrock.
Well, how did they control situations?
They
controlled the fights.
Yeah, they controlled the fights. They would control like the beginnings of like the little drama that would start the fights, like Valentina telling what was her name?
Okay,
Nancy, about, you know, like how Rocky was talking about her on the phone, calling her ratchet. Just like a lot of the drama came from them. If you noticed, it was them controlling the house, the situation, the goings on.
Which is kind of interesting that none of the other girls picked up on.
Well, it's a matter of stirring the pot as opposed to just riding the current. I think Shamrock rode the current. They didn't really stir anything. They were kind of just there along for the ride, whereas Valentina and Alicia looked like they were attempting to run the house, whereas Shamrock wasn't trying to run anything. They were just trying to survive.
Right.
They were more reactive rather than, you know.
Proactive.
I love, you know, with... Can we please talk about when Nancy randomly got mad after that comment and stood up and literally flew across the stage?
She must have had a Red Bull because she had some wings. She was just flying.
Girl, she didn't even hit Shannon. That
It was just, she just like, but like 3 times she did, like she kept getting up and standing up.
So right after that, you know, everyone talks about the whole jumping thing, and Tanisha asked Alicia if she regrets it, and Alicia says, "I don't regret anything, but I'm ashamed that I jumped Roxy."
I don't regret anything. So say it again. I
don't regret anything, but I'm ashamed that I jumped Rocky.
Well, okay, let's break down the word like shame. Like when you're shameful about something, that means you're sorry that you did something and that you would have, if given the chance again, you wouldn't do it. No?
She's ashamed because national television caught it.
Okay.
Every apology that she gave tonight was so phony, even with the whole Janae thing at the end. I felt Valentina was very sincere. Very sincere. Like, I feel like she's like, girl, you know what I mean? Like, my bipolarness, like, it be affecting me sometimes, and, like, I apologize for that because I couldn't control myself yesterday. Whereas Alicia was kind of, what did she say? She said, yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm really not.
Well, look at it from the beginning of the season to the end. Realistically, Alicia, in my opinion, manipulated situations and manipulated Valentina as her winged monkey. Whatever that means to some people, if you're offended, I'm sorry. But I see that as a winged. She used her as a minion.
And just because he says the word monkey, it is not a word. Please.
Right.
It is not.
But that being said, I think that Alicia is not regretful because she's trying to hold on to that power. It gives her some sort of relevancy, and number one, like she has some kind of muscle behind her where she really doesn't. Valentina does. She knows she does, so she does have regret because she can hurt somebody. She knows she can. She stands up for herself. Whereas, and she obviously defended Alicia many times. So I see the difference in that. I think she should be regretting how she attacked Janae because that was completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Right.
Her attacking Rocky didn't surprise me. Rocky didn't bum rush her. Rocky actually told her, "You want to jump me?" And she gave her a few seconds of warning.
If some bitch that you just jumped comes out like 10 feet away and says, "Oh, bitch, you want to jump me?" You have the 2 options.
You had a chance.
1, stand up and punch her, or 2, jump over the damn table.
She didn't get jumped. I'm sorry. That's not my idea of jumping because she gave her a warning. But after that, that was reacting. Her going after Rocky, it was shameful because she gave her the cheers first. But if I was Rocky, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the bitch is not your friend,
Right.
But okay.
You know, then Jen sits and calls Rocky a habitual line crosser and plays stupid.
We got a caller.
Oh, all right.
Hello?
Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Kimberly, what's going on?
Let's go,
Kimberly. All right, Kim. What did you think? What did you think of Reunion Part 3?
I think that none of those bitches is sorry. It was just, they don't want to look bad anymore. It's over with. I was about to judge them.
I definitely agree. Do you think? What's your opinion on Alicia?
I hate that bitch, but I respect her because she was a bad bitch. But she's so fucking annoying. She looks like a man.
Wait, but she's
built like a man.
She's very built like a man. Like
we had a lot of manly
her clothes
girls
she was wearing.
Like she looks like a 60. He looks like he has a 60-year-old boy's body when he's at that awkward stage. You don't even need to come into it; just go have one put on her. So.
What do you think of her outfit?
Oh my God! On the first episode, the favorite outfit. What the fuck? I mean, this was 1950s, bitch. Come on, this 2013.
Look like Peggy Bundy.
Yes, Kimberly.
I'm sorry, I'm so mad at Oscar. Where's the Natalie Nuns of the world? Can we get a better cast next season, please?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So you speak of Natalie Nunn. You didn't like any of the girls from this season?
No, they were entertaining to watch, but the personality is just lacking now. And you had some big personalities in the first couple of seasons. Now they all suck. I
What?
mean, I could be on the Bad Girls Club. I'm a better bitch than that.
Hey.
Girl, I mean, I would sign you up right off this interview.
He's from West Covina representing there.
They were just so annoying.
But don't you attribute it to the whole being hungry?
If you want to go to the Bad Girls Club, please have a personality. Don't just sit there and be like, let's just go to the club. I mean, seriously, I do that all the time. I fight with my friends. We make up. This was just like a bad season of sorority house.
How old are you, Kimberly?
I'm 21.
Oh, girl,
What?
you know they're signing up for the next season, so you better get on that.
No thanks. I'm not that crazy. I'm crazy, but not that crazy.
But you're the
I
type
hope
that needs to
people
be
know
on the
me.
show.
Yeah,
It's
we
the
need a
people that-
regular girl that can put people in check.
And it's the people that aren't hungry for fame that should be on the show.
Right.
That's why I think you don't find personalities, because all these girls are hungry for fame. That's why they're not that real.
You know what? That's why, actually.
They're so desperate and so thirsty. Like, am I going to see them on The Bachelor next or The Bachelorette or whatever? I
No,
mean,
that's too
seriously.
classy. That's too classy.
Mary,
for that.
Drag Race.
And honestly, that's
Yeah.
one reason why I really like Julie is she's really not like that. Like, she doesn't care. She went on the show just to go on the show, and then she was just like, these people are
She has her own
stupid.
business now, right? Like, that's not
Well, she
even
does have a
entertainment.
thing.
Like, well,
But
kind of.
I want to ask you, how do you feel about Rocky?
About Rocky? Mm-hmm. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I liked her, actually, even though she's kind of...
Dizzy?
She followed that, what's her name, Shannon bitch around. Like, oh, my God, her boobs were horrible. I'm sorry. I just got to put that out there. They were... What the fuck
Bad
is up with her
doctor.
boobs?
Yeah, her but well, I don't like anything of the work that Shannon
Shannon
does.
keeps having
I'm
bad
sorry,
work
her
done.
breasts- What the fuck? Bitch, come on, get that fixed. If you gonna fix something, fix that. That's still not right.
Get Mr. Yes to pay for it.
All right, and then
Okay, but anyways, back to Rocky. Yeah, she was cool. I like that she stood up for herself, and she put those bitches in their place, and how she took down what's the name? That red one at the end. I forgot her name,
Clifford.
too.
Clifford, yeah, she knocked her down. Oh, all right.
See, I can't even remember their goddamn names. That's how much they mattered to me this season.
Alicia was pretty irrelevant this season. Okay.
Yeah, Alicia. Not say Alicia. It was like, yeah, she was weird too.
Question,
like,
though.
She just had this weird core going on the whole time. Like she wanted to be a top bitch, but then if she got too top, then what was she gonna do? She was gonna alienate everyone. She was like in an awkward position.
She was in a very
And
awkward
why
position.
she wait so long to go out? Why can't you just do that on the last day?
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
but
I mean,
that's what
seriously.
we've all been kind of going with. But wait, before we let you go, a quick question for you.
Yes?
Watching the reunion, do you think that it was messed up of Shannon to hit Valentina in the first 5 minutes of the show?
No, they've been hitting each other all season. What the fuck else is gonna happen? I mean, if you're not gonna hit her, what's the point of coming on the show now?
Exactly.
I mean, we all know
Oh
what
my
happened. You can see it on Twitter. I mean, go there and just end it. Like, you know, be a man about it, I guess. Hit her and be done with it. I mean, come on now.
Kimberly,
Everybody has their problems.
West Covina.
Kimberly, what's your
I
Twitter
know,
name?
that sounds so bad, though. I know, right?
Kimberly, what's your Twitter name?
I don't even know. I don't really use it that
Girl.
much. Sorry.
Get on it.
I'm on Facebook. I don't get to Twitter. I'm always on Facebook. I'm sorry. I'm not a Twitter fan. But I do follow you guys. So it's just...
Good.
Well,
Thank you.
tweet at us so we can start following
You're
you.
fucking hilarious.
Wait, you're hilarious,
You're
girl.
so funny.
Wait, okay, so
I know. Everybody tells me that. I just say what's on my mind.
and we appreciate it. So make sure you call in throughout the Bad Girls All-Star season. We thank you so much for calling.
Oh,
in,
yeah.
guys.
Oh, and I love you guys. You are so funny, by the way. I just wanted to say you're so funny. And I agree with you on most points.
Thanks, girl. All right, we'll call in next week and say the same thing again. You're gonna make me feel real good.
We got another caller.
Hey, caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
You're on the line, caller.
Caller, what's
Hello, my name is Gerald. I'm from Tampa.
what up, Gerald? All right, what did you think of Bad Girls Club tonight, the reunion?
I don't know which part you guys are talking about right now, but it was pretty boring tonight.
What?
Oh.
Were you watching the same show?
I enjoyed it. What's your favorite Bad Girls season?
My favorite season, I guess, is the Mexico season. I was invested with a lot of the girls. I like Christina and Megan and Erica. I like that season a lot.
Okay. So what didn't you like about this episode?
I just thought once Rocky and Shannon left, it was pretty over at that point.
That's true. Yeah.
But what is it? Their whole thing of like coming together, leaving together. Like they're so, like what is that?
I'm sorry, that's badass. I would too.
No.
Yeah. No, at the end of the day, it's here's a little something. I guarantee you, they were like, we make this show. They're gonna be so mad that we leave, and they walked out. What was it? I mean, it happened. I mean, you'll see what happens for All Stars.
Yeah.
But again, even with the Mexico season, Julie was like, I don't want to go out there. I'll go out there when I'm ready, and made them wait 17 hours or like 8, like a long ass time. And so for Rocky and Shannon, it's really smart of them to do something like that. They're like Alicia said, they're marketable.
Yes.
What did you think of the whole Nicky coming out?
I don't know. I thought almost Nicky felt like she was too cool for school a little bit.
Yeah.
Like she had moved
That's
on.
what I kind of got from it.
Did you like the Nicky versus Jen fight? I thought that was pretty
great.
entertaining.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. They tried to make it seem more epic on the trailer, but it was still pretty good.
All right, and then before we let you go, who's your favorite bad girl from Bad Girls All Star? Who do you want to win?
I don't know. I'm in between Julie and maybe Erica.
Julie and Erica. All right, and what's your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is @_son of a gun with 2 N's or underscore.
There we go. All right, thanks so much for calling in.
Before I go, can I say that? So did anybody catch Jen wearing the same shoes from the reunion that she wore to the house?
I didn't catch the shoes, but I did catch Shannon's pants. She wore the same pants out after they won the challenge in All Stars that she wore to the reunion. Those yellow pants with the holes in them. So good catch.
Very
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for calling
Thanks,
in.
son of a gun.
Steve, we have another call.
Hey, Seth.
Hello?
Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, it's Amari Bailey. I'm a friend of Chevonne, actually.
Yay!
Oh, Amari.
Yeah.
Amari was actually in the audience for Bad Girls.
He got some good screen time.
reunion. Yeah, you got a lot
You
of
get some cake.
I did.
All right.
It was a wild time.
First of all, are you a Bad Girls fan? Have you been keeping up with the season?
Honestly, I had never seen the show until after I did audience work, and then I went back and watched it just to see what all this craziness was about.
So as a first
This
time,
was my first season of Bad Girls Club.
as a first time viewer of the reunion, I mean, you walk in there, you don't know really what to expect. Just kind of give us the rundown of what went through your mind as these
this is crazy.
things started happening.
Foolery.
Oh man, what didn't go through my mind? Well, the first thing when we first got in the girls, and the first thing we started doing was looking for shots. So I knew it was going to be a wild show because they were drinking already. It was crazy on the set.
All right, and then as soon as like the fighting and stuff happened, did you have to like sign a waiver as far as like?
Yeah, we did. We had to sign a release form, some paperwork in case, I guess, something happened. Which also threw me off because I was like, why did I have to fill out paperwork?
Right.
I didn't know I was going to be in danger here. But
Did any of the audience members like get too close to the action?
No, not at all. We were all just kind of in awe of the whole situation.
And then as far as watching the fights in person versus watching them on camera, how much worse were they in person?
I think we did actually a pretty good job of capturing the moments of the fight. It seemed I was back in the studio when we were watching it on TV.
Really?
Like the first fight when they jumped Valentina, like what you saw, I saw. It came out of nowhere. They ran on stage, bum rushed that poor lady.
That poor lady.
I know. See, I'm not like a true fan, so I have unbiased opinion. She was just sitting on the couch and she got jumped, and it was crazy, man.
Now, did you kind of understand like afterwards?
Oh yeah.
Afterwards, why they did that?
Well, I understood why they fought back for themselves, but I was also confused because they were wearing no bully shirts, and then they bullied her when they first came on stage. So I was kind of thrown off by that, but I do understand where they were coming from. because she has bullied them, I guess, the whole season or whatnot.
How did it feel when you sat down in your seat before the girls came out and saw all of the security guards?
It was a little off-putting. I was a little thrown by that. I was like, the bad girl stuff, I heard of the show, but I didn't think it was that crazy. And then all these security guys were there standing around. There's like probably 8 security guards in the audience when we were sitting there. And they were just like, I don't know, it was just a little all confusing for me for someone who's never seen the show and didn't know what to expect. But it was very entertaining for me, I have to say.
I bet.
Entertaining and also a little disappointing that this is what, we're watching now.
Yeah.
But,
as far as you, how long did it take for the whole day to go by? Because some of them I know take.
Oh, dude, it was like 8 hours.
Oh, God.
It was a long day.
Did they feed
So I know
you?
the girls were probably frustrated because they've been drinking, sitting in their dressing rooms for 6-7 hours. So it was a long day.
Which girls had you dying the most, like laughing?
I think I like Paula the best just because she seemed like the most normal one.
Mm-hmm.
She seemed pretty chill and she was kind of funny. I forget her name, Stephanie, I guess, who had her boyfriend there. She was entertaining. She danced on stage for us during the commercial breaks a few times, so that was enjoyable. But it was just a crazy show. I don't even know where to begin or where to end. There was a lot in it.
Would you offer yourself to go back to the next year's reunion?
It was fun. I get paid to watch girls act ratchet, so I do that in the clubs anyway, I guess, so might as well get paid for it.
There you go.
Point made.
You guys have any questions?
No. That's pretty much, well, like you said you were there for 8 hours. Did you get fed?
Yes, they feed you.
No, they don't have to.
No, we had pizza. They gave us pizza.
Okay.
And a fruit
Little
roll-up.
Caesars,
$5
$5 pizza.
Because real world, they fed. All right, Omari, thank you so much for calling in and
Thank
giving
you.
us your
Catch you later.
No problem.
perspective.
By the
on
way, I
this.
like the glasses, Chevonne.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good show, guys.
Thank you. All right, so Nicky comes out. She was really upset with everyone. Question of the day was, so where's Valentina? Jen was confused. Nicky was confused. How did you feel about Nicky being really upset with Shannon?
Here's my thing. Last I checked, bullying is when somebody who knows they have more power or control over something picks on somebody who doesn't have control and power. So for Valentina to get bum rush is separate from being bullied.
Right.
I don't see that as bullying. So them and their no bullying campaign, I'm fine with that. But I got a little twisted. I'm like, that's not bullying. Just because she got bum rush, that's not being bullied.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't overpowered. All that
was my
shit
point
she
from
was
last week,
talking.
too.
So I just don't like when people, they confuse the issue. That's separate. That's a whole different thing. Bum rushing and getting jumped are under a different category. That's just ratchet.
Well, we
right?
have a caller
Did I use that
on
word
the-
right?
Oh, we got so many
Caller
callers
on the
today.
line.
Hey.
Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm Demolished from Brooklyn, New York.
Demolished from
Big gang.
Brooklyn. What up, girl?
What's up?
All right. What did you think of the reunion?
To be honest, I only saw the last 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
So I only saw the fight between Nicky and Jennifer.
Sorry,
And Nicky got a few good shots, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
she did. That first one was just bam.
Nicky has a nice little
Yeah.
punch on her.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
we'd be friends. Nikki and I,
Yeah.
we would be friends.
Yeah, I love her. I mean, she's crazy, but she's just like Rocky and
Shannon.
Shannon.
Yeah.
My favorite thing Nicky said tonight was, she gets in Jen's face. She says, "You're extra," and Jen said, "I can be extra. That's who I am." And she said, "Yeah, but it's not in a good way." Just the way she said it.
It's a matter of fact,
It
right?
was so no, girl, you look
No,
crazy.
it's not in a good way.
Yeah, I loved it when Nicky, she was like, "Oh, you extra?" She was like, "Oh, but that's a bad thing."
Right.
I was like, wow. But I wanted to address, I didn't really like the whole thing with Shannon, Shamrock leaving. I really wanted, I wanted them to actually stay, but I guess since Nicky left,
It's kind of the girl they wrote out with.
I don't think even Nicky. I don't think it was a matter of Nicky. I think the reality is, if you're smart, you leave on that note because it measures your relevancy. Like, we're leaving. You can
But Nicky had a
follow us,
flight,
you can
too.
go. Yeah,
It makes
whatever
people
it
want
was.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean,
like after, I'm sorry to cut you short.
No,
like
no.
after they left, it was just like
Boring.
nothing going on. It was just like Alicia hugging
Nancy.
what's Nancy, and it was just like so dumb. And then Janedy came on stage, and she was irrelevant as well. So,
Right. So them leaving actually worked to their advantage, don't you think?
yeah.
yeah, true.
As far as the whole Nancy and Alicia thing, you think that was fake, and they were really friends the whole time? They just tried to add a little extra drama there.
I did like I didn't know like the whole beef between them. I had no idea that Nancy. I thought they were all friends, and
Right.
then I just like Nancy was like, "Oh, get away from me," and and then Alicia had to put her sneakers on and all that stuff. I thought they were gonna get it on, but I guess Alicia was too scared.
Right. Are you a fan of Alicia?
I felt like she was like Rima to me, like.
Oh, Rima.
Like,
Oh, you saying
they were just
Alicia?
standing in the corner doing nothing, eating, just like, come on.
Who, Alicia?
Yeah, like she was just like eating Tanisha's food and everything. She had like whipped cream and like, what the hell is this? You put your sneakers on for what?
You know,
Yeah, that's
what-
true.
And then Shannon was saying how her sneakers look mad dusty, which is probably true. They zoomed it in a couple times.
Just died.
one thing I really want to pull out here is one thing that they really Nancy said was to Shannon, you sitting up here talking all this trash, you got your girls back, but where were you every single time Rocky got jumped? And she really didn't have nothing to say. It was, where was I? Yes, bitch, that was the question. You got it. Now answer the question. Where do you stand with that?
That's true. There were a few times that I did feel like, that Shannon did leave, especially when they were on the jacuzzi. I mean, not the jacuzzi, I'm sorry. When they were on the boat, and she swam to go meet that guy, and she left Rocky by herself with the girls. Like, I don't know. It was just weird, but...
Well, before...
But I wanted to say one more thing before we cut it off.
Okay. Girl, you
I
want
wanted to talk about All-Stars for a second.
Oh, please.
Can we, or...
Go ahead.
I wanted to talk about Rocky and Shannon leaving. I feel like they could have dominated that house with the All-Stars. I feel like the rest of them, they could have dominated.
Yeah. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom.
No, but I think you're right. Before you do kick, I believe coming off of the current show, what we were just finishing, you carry a certain energy. So I think they could have carried that through. But I do understand the leaving part, not in the sense of relevancy, but with the death. I mean, I think it's healthier for her mentally to leave.
Yeah.
Shannon, I think, we talked about it while we were watching the show. I think we all think Shannon just came along because it was part of the Rocky Shannon package.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have asked Shannon on her own.
And I'm sorry, I keep cutting you guys
No,
off.
it's cool.
I know you guys want to
Don't worry
say
about it.
Girl, that's what the show's for.
What I felt was I felt bad for Rocky.
Yeah.
Because, when she was on the phone and she was getting the news about her father passed, they was, all up in there. You know what I mean? I felt like that should have been, privacy.
The show milked that.
Yeah.
Of course.
The show milked
They
that.
wanted that.
Producers sharing it. That was uncalled for.
The only thing
And
about...
then Nastasia came out of nowhere and she's like, what was wrong? And then Jennifer there, I didn't even know, she had respect for her, but, it's whatever.
I actually looked at that as a pretty big thing for Jen to put it behind put all Hot Pockets behind.
I like Jen. She crazy.
Yeah,
I
me
like Jen. I'll
too.
take Jen over Valentina any day.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
She can work a pole and have strength and run and all that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, wait, what's your Twitter handle?
I kind of forgot it,
Girl.
but it's okay.
Girl, bye. All right.
Get a new one. Get a new one.
So, get a new one and then make sure you call...
Hashtag Mom, I'm on the phone.
All right.
And then
Thank you.
call
I love
us
you
next
guys.
week.
You guys are so great. I watch you every week. I mean, I always stay up to 12 or whatever just watching you guys.
Aw,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
All right, thanks, girl. Well, make sure you call in next week.
All right. I will. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Can I just say, I know that we're supposed to be entertaining them, but the
love
callers
it.
are entertaining the hell out of me.
We got another caller.
Oh, hell yeah.
Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
DJ from Texas.
What up, D? Ooh, I like your phone. It's very clear. Oh, now I'm gonna hear myself talking.
no.
All right, DJ. What did you think? Of the whole episode of the reunion?
Well, I don't know. Like, it was pretty boring, but like, Shannon and Rocky did what they had to do when they got there, and then they left. So I felt for them. And Valentina was just doing too much for me, walking out talking about she the baddest, even though she left when she got punked out by them. It just, I don't know, she was doing the most.
She did the most while she was so far away from everybody.
Right.
At the same time.
Hey, DJ, we're echoing, so if you're on speaker, can you just turn that off?
Yeah.
There we go. Awesome. Where do you guys stand as far as with Nancy continuously trying to jump Rocky, and it's like she held, or Shannon, I'm sorry, she held so much anger in her.
Chevonne said she was ratchet.
She was ratchet.
And
I forgot
she took
about
it a little
Nancy.
personal. Oh, did you?
You took it personal?
I forgot about Nancy. No.
Oh, you forgot.
And so, speaking of forgetting about DJ, what did you think about Janae? Sloppy Janae.
Well, I like Janae. She was okay, and when she came on the reunion, she like admitted to all the stuff she did wrong, and you know, she wasn't trying to fight nobody. She was just being herself, and like, yeah, she was just being herself on the show.
Did you take the apologies seriously, from Valentina and Alicia?
I don't think. I mean, I think she accepted the apology, but I wouldn't have from Alicia. She wasn't being sincere at all. But
Agreed.
Valentina, she was being sincere. You could tell, but Alicia was she didn't really care.
If Alicia would have let me throw in some like nasty food on her head, then I would have accepted the apology. Beyond that, no.
I mean, how come you guys don't think anyone fought Alicia this episode? I mean, even at the end, everyone kind of came out and said, you talk trash behind everybody's back. And even Valentina admitted to it.
Oh, yeah.
You think it was really just because of Valentina?
You thought
No, I don't think but they're not scared of Valentina. It's just that they had a relationship in the house, so they're not trying to fight like somebody that they had a relationship with. But like if it was Shannon and Rocky, they would have easily like, you know, try to fight them because they didn't really, you know, mess with them like that in the house.
My personal opinion was that Alicia,
Nancy said that she can't lie. She had a relationship with Alicia,
right?
Like in the house, so she can't lie about that.
I put Alicia and Shannon in the same group, in the sense of Alicia, when she knew that her votes were falling off, she would apologize and go smooth over the situation. So for me, she wasn't that different from Shannon as far as how they judged her.
Right.
So. Again, though, she hid behind Valentina's muscle.
DJ, before we let you go, who do you want to win All-Stars, and then give us your Twitter handle?
Well, I want Erica to win because she's just my favorite. But I know she's not gonna win. She can't. But
Wait, what?
That was busted at me. You know, Tiara from season 7 already released who was gonna win on her Twitter.
We do.
From that argument, so yeah, it's not really anything to, you know.
That was so bad of her.
Don't say it. All right.
Don't say it. Just in case people haven't.
Well, we're
going to now.
Yeah. DJ, what's your Twitter handle?
I don't have a Twitter handle.
Didn't you just say you saw Tiara's Twitter?
You probably saw it on the blog.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, DJ. Well, thanks so much for calling in. Make sure you hit us up this season for BGC All Stars.
All right, I will.
All right. I think we have another caller on the line.
My.
Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Hello.
I'm from Los Angeles.
Okay.
And what's your name? Patrice. All right, we're gonna. If you have anything to wrap up the reunion, you can talk about the reunion, but we're about to go into Bad Girls All-Star. You have anything to say about the reunion?
I want to talk about Bad Girls All-Star.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just hold up a second and let me set this up. All right. So Bad Girls All-Star consists of 14 girls. We have Paula, Jen, Rocky, and Shannon from Bad Girls Atlanta. Judy and Stassi from New Orleans, Season 7. Julie, Megan, Erica from Season 9, Mexico. The twins, Gabby and Danny from Season 8, Vegas, along with Natalie Flo from Season 4, Los Angeles, and Amber, Season 3, Los Angeles.
The Amber Show.
All right, Patrice, so where do you want to start with this? What was your favorite part of this episode?
You know what? Honestly, I don't want to jump ahead, but my favorite part was like when they all gang together to like try, and again I say try to get Natalie out.
Okay.
Like I just thought that should have worked. It should have been a genius plan. I don't understand how it worked, but again, like I go hard for Natalie. That's my girl. You know, she run LA and all that BS. But you know, personally, like she's good for television. I don't feel like the producers would get rid of her that quick. You know, to begin with, because like she just makes for good TV. I was kind of sad to see Megan go, but you know, I would rather see Natalie there. Just because she's more exciting and she definitely brings the drama.
Well, think about it this way. Like, every season past Natalie's season, everyone's saying, oh, you want to be Natalie Nunn. No one's saying, oh, you want to be so-and-so, so-and-so. It's always Natalie Nunn.
Well, as much as Tanisha was the number one girl.
And I feel like even Judy, like all of them since then has been trying to, you know, just top everything that she has done. Like personally, like, well, really, she set the mark for like bad girls, you know what I mean? Like she really put it out there like how a bad girl is supposed to be a quote unquote bad girl. You know, good or bad, indifferent, you may hate her or whatever, but that was her job. That's what she did. She came here to be hated, and she was the baddest girl for her season and like on All Stars now.
She made herself a brand.
You know, it's really funny. I hung out with Judy a couple actually the night before, a couple nights before they did the reunion, and she kept talking about Natalie and how everyone compares her to Natalie, and I think the mix-up gets because she compares herself to Natalie. I mean, literally.
I agree.
But she doesn't compare herself to Natalie. And I sat down and I talked to her. I'm like, girl, you're making it seem like you want to be Natalie. What she's really trying to explain is she's going to be the next bad girl that blows up like Natalie. Not that she wants to be Natalie Nunn, but the way she explains it, it comes off kind of...
It's a reference point.
Yeah, funny, but it just gives Natalie that reference. And so, of course, they can't get Natalie off. I do think that that producers probably...
Got her back.
Gave her bags, but I think they let her probably go to her house that night and chill and hang out. And all the other girls were probably pissed off. And honestly, I don't want to see Natalie go because I think she does make for good TV, but that would have made for epic TV if they really all did create a plan to piss Natalie off that much and kick her out the house. That would have been epic.
I mean, they had a perfect opportunity to do it. They were almost there.
Smart.
And then there was just a breakdown in communication with the girls. Natalie with the politicking and, you know, trying to, oh, well, you know, why don't you think about her? And she's really a strong person and everything like that. And that's really how you're supposed to play this game right here.
Exactly.
Is, you know, really, you just got to be a politic. I see it's kind of like that Survivor type thing. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like Natalie has that in her to where, like, the thing about Natalie, she is such an unlikable person, but she is sort of likable in a weird way.
Exactly.
So, like, I feel like she could get people on her side. She could not necessarily, like, to get them to like her, but to get them to hate somebody else more.
Oh, exactly. When she came back and was like, I'm Team Pink, I'm Team Pink, that was Team Pink's perfect opportunity to be like, oh, well, let's fuck with Natalie because then she's going to set us up to win every challenge until it gets to the end when they have to mix the teams up again.
And I think that's why another reason why people were on the Pink team were voting for Megan, not only because Julie did not want Megan to get through the next side, but because of what you just said.
Come on, she's an LA girl now. She knows how to run the game. Yeah. She's running the game.
She ran the house. All right.
She is already running the game, exactly. These are the girls who are going to have to, like, show up and show out if they're going to try to, you know, compete. But so far, I saw some good planning, but it just didn't pan out. They need to get their act together if they really want to get this girl out.
Who do you see winning the battle? And if you are...
You know what? I was trying to figure that out. I don't know who's going to win the battle. I don't know if there's anybody that I'm necessarily rooting for, but it's nobody... there's clearly going to be a winner. I just can't think of one right now.
No? All right, well, what's your Twitter handle?
I actually don't tweet.
What? Well, thank you for finding us and watching
all the funny ones don't tweet.
I don't even know my username.
Well, thank you so much. And when you do have an answer as to who you want to win, please make sure you call us at AfterBuzz every week. We're going to be doing All Stars. Thanks for calling in. All right, so
we got another caller.
All right.
I love it.
Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Justin from West Haven, Connecticut.
Okay.
From Boston and Connecticut.
No, West Haven, Connecticut.
Oh, West Haven, Connecticut. What up?
West Haven, Connecticut.
There we go. Got some East Coasters. What did your favorite part of Bad Girls All Star tonight?
I have one thing to say about Alicia first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, go in.
Someone needs to tell her to stop wearing those shorts because you have no crackers for that cottage cheese.
Ooh. Mind you, you got our producers laughing. Mind you, I love that they went to the clip of her talk when what's her name said, "Bitch, you got the camel toe." She said, Nicki Minaj can have a camel toe, bitch, and don't ever compare yourself to Nicki Minaj. With your SpongeBob body. No. All right, let's get into Bad Girls All Star and stay on the line. We're gonna talk to you. So we find out Ray J is the host, and
okay.
Amber walks up to Megan and calls her Char, and then Megan gets offended and calls her Kristen. That's stupid shade to me.
It is. Because honestly, it was...
You girls.
They do look alike.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a racial thing of like, oh, black people look the same.
We said it ourselves.
Yeah, they look very similar, okay? Now, for her to throw it back the other way...
That was quick of Megan, though. Megan is real quick with her...
To say Kristen. Which, by the way, we already talked about this, but I would have loved to have seen her, but she's not on there. But seen her on All Stars, Kristen, that would have been amazing.
Well, yeah, she legally can't be.
Yeah.
Caller, what did you think of Judy crying when she saw Ray J?
I really wasn't surprised.
Yeah. And then, what was your favorite part of the episode?
My favorite part, but the most noticeable part, is when Rocky's father passed away, and I was Team Flo all the way until then. That disappointed me.
In Flo?
When she cussed out Rocky because she was too impatient.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because with our last caller that called, when, to understand, obviously, in that moment, you saw Rocky was trashed. And obviously, she's going to drink her feelings away. And if we can notice it from just watching 30 seconds and just to hear Flo say, like, I put up with her all day. It just sounds like you're an attention whore and you're not getting the attention.
This is not to defend Flo, because I love Flo, but the explanation too, I can see coming from a communal family, like an island.
Yeah.
For somebody not to go home to pack their bags immediately when they find out, I would pass judgment, or the way we were brought up, we would pass judgment. You should not be here. Your dad just passed. You should be packing. You should be walking out the door.
I passed judgment while watching.
Yeah, you should not be here. Your concern should not be getting blasted drunk with a bunch of other girls that you don't even like when your mom is at home with a broken heart, your dad's in the coffin. You know what I mean?
Well, first she said that she was like, my dad would have wanted me to stay.
Yeah, but your mom's still alive.
Exactly.
But you know what, too? I mean, I don't know what Rocky's upbringing is or what, but maybe they really needed to be up in it, especially now to pay for the bills. Like, I better get this $100,000.
So again, I mean, I feel bad for her. I do. So, but I understand that if I was like, obviously she doesn't care enough about her family, so why should I care about her?
She still shouldn't have. There shouldn't have been any comment whatsoever, positive or negative, about that situation from any bad girl. That was.
And then your comment is, "I will kill you."
Eastern European.
Don't mess with Albanians.
Flo, I'm gonna need you to stop.
Go, Drita.
All right, Caller, what's your who do you want to win this battle?
Who would I want to win? I'd have to say, honestly, even though I didn't like her from this episode, I think Flo, because it's obvious that her husband ain't doing that much for the baby. That's why she's on the show.
Well, I don't think she's married anymore.
I love Flo.
Because she was like, in that car, when on the way up, she was like, yeah, I got a baby. She didn't say I'm married and I have a baby. She said, I have a baby. I have a child.
She walked all over him.
Yeah, why ain't Paula or Jen on there? Seriously, what all stars are they?
Who, Paula and Jen?
Yeah, they're 0.5 stars.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about Paula, but...
I like Jen. I'm not a fan of Paula, but I like Jen.
Well, why is Amber there? That's a better question. Answer me that. Riddle me this.
Just one more thing about the reunion. I was waiting for Shannon to whoop ass. I don't know if she went to military school and they told her, that's what she said, if you can't whoop ass, but I was just waiting for her to do more damage because Rocky did more damage to Valentina than Shannon did.
Yep. But you know what? It's funny because every time I want Shannon to do something, she always disappoints me. And then even watching in the challenge when she went up against, who did she go up against?
It was
not Judy. Was it Judy? Yeah, Judy.
Sorry. Go ahead. No,
she went to Amber second. I forgot what she went to first.
It was Judy first.
And she did Stassi after.
And it was kind of like, girl, you can't push Judy over the damn thing. And I feel like I've seen that throughout the whole season of just Shannon not really having the muscle power.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
She's a talker.
She's not into it.
She's a talker.
Well, all right. Before we let you go,
Erica can't do that. I don't understand that. She damn broke her ankle.
Caller, before we let you go, what's your Twitter handle?
My Twitter name is @J_watch yourself.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for calling. Make sure you call in the future, especially because I know we're gonna have Flo on the show. So make
Got
sure
another
you call
caller.
in.
Called in 7 times.
All right, caller. What's your name? Where are you from?
It's Flo.
Yo, my name's Brian.
Hey, Brian.
All right, Brian. Where are you from?
I'm from VA, Virginia, 804.
Okay. All right. The 804. You want to call? You want to talk about the reunion or All Stars or both? What you got?
I want to talk about both.
All right,
Let's do
go
it.
ahead. Open up the can of worms.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
First, on the reunion, I think Shannon, she was doing the right thing, but she just don't know how to explain herself well enough.
I could definitely
She's
see that.
not good at articulation.
Mm-hmm. And that's what Rocky does for her.
Like she do these rants, and like you could get what she's saying, but you would have to like be smart to get what she's saying.
You need cliff notes.
Right. What else from the reunion? What's your thoughts on Alicia?
I kind of figured it once I seen the big body red hair. I wasn't gonna like her just because of previous
Red-haired girls.
big-headed red-haired people. So
Erica.
yeah,
She
but
got you.
at first I liked her at first, but after the Shannon thing, the Janedy thing, and all of that kind of cut her off. Then she was like getting cool, and then the whole Rocky thing came about.
Right.
And so I was like, oh yeah, she gotta go.
Where do you stand? All right, so now let's go into Bad Girls All Star. Who do you think doesn't deserve to be on the
I'm kind of mad. I think for some reason, I'm not saying that when Rocky dad passed was like fake, but it's like they used them for ratings, or they used Shamrock for ratings, they used Megan for ratings, and then they're gone. Like how is Megan the fan favorite, but she's gone the first episode?
Yeah, I mean, I can seeing them being the fan favorite. I was actually really surprised by the fan favorites.
That Natalie Nunn wasn't one of them. That was weird.
Yeah. And I'm surprised Natalie wasn't shocked by that. As far as Megan not being on it, I mean, everyone was just against her, so I can see why she's not on. And I mean, if you're going to go up against Natalie, and especially Julie's aiming out to go get you, yeah, I didn't really see any hope for Megan. Who do you
think?
Go ahead.
The thing I don't get is because when Julie and Megan became cool on Twitter, and they were like, well, watch the show, you're going to see, but what are we saying if she's not on the show anymore? And the same as for Rocky and Jen. She was like, watching, you're going to see why we're cool again on the show. But y'all both gone, so what are we saying? I didn't see anything.
Well, I saw Rocky and Jen. I think, that, like we said, that was a pretty big moment for Jen to kind of be like, you know what, this is just a game, but that's her family.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it takes situations like that to kind of overcome some petty little drama. Now, I mean, with Megan, I wonder if they're going to bring Megan back.
Oh, because they left.
Shannon and Rocky
short,
left.
Right? They're short player.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So you never know. Never know.
Hopefully they do, because it's really I'm starting to like Jen on this season. Like, it's kind of funny. I'm starting to like her. I just like Natalie for the entertainment wise. But other than that, she's not really my cup of tea. And who else? And I like Erica. I don't know why Paula's even on there. And who else? Flo looks like somebody's grandma competing with young girls or something. Like,
but she dominated.
Still in it, but
yeah.
Well, all right.
Like, don't you know, like on WWE, when they bring back like the old people to fight the new people for the title or something? That's what it seems like.
Yes, that is exactly what it seems like. As far as Natalie, this is a question I want to ask. And everybody at home, if you want to get in on this conversation, please call in 424-256-1729. Natalie, I mean, obviously they brought her back because when you think Bad Girls, you think Natalie.
Right.
And she's kind of always been the Oxygen favorite. How do you feel she's going to kind of be taken after this season? I mean, because it can only take one season for the audience to look at you and be like, oh, you whack. What's your thoughts on Natalie this season? Do you see her coming out of this champion bad girl or losing cool points?
I think the way that people is always going to be like the love hater, be like, I hate the way she acts, but I love the entertainment. I think that's going to always be it. Like no matter what she does, it's going to be like, oh, that was even if she do something good, they be like, oh, that was good, but she still like
her confessionals crack me up when she's like, Amber, if you're gonna talk to me, like, are you 5 years old? Like, you're what, 35 or something? Like, why are you even talking like a 5-year-old girl?
And I want to know, how is she allowed to jump networks like that? Wasn't she just on WeTV like 4 months ago?
I'm sure there was a tiny little loophole, but Oxygen is holding Natalie Nunn very close to them. I'm very sure of that.
Well, that's why they allowed her a phone. You know, she was the only one she had a phone on her when she was packing up.
Yeah, I was wondering how she pulled out her phone.
And like Rocky didn't have one because the production had to gift her one for her father.
Because Natalie clearly knows how to play the game.
Yep. She's making that money. All right, caller, what's your Twitter handle? Did we already do that? So many
I know, right?
Carlitos Blake with a Z.
Oh, I love that.
There we go. All right, Carlito, thank you so much for calling in. Make sure you hit us up later in the season.
So, listen, I know we've talked a lot.
Another caller.
Oh, okay. All right.
We haven't talked a lot. Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
This is DJ again. I wanted to call back because the first time I forgot to ask my question. Siobhan, were you on a commercial recently? Because I swear I've seen
it was me.
on TV.
In a big hot tub of money? Yes, that was me.
Yeah, I knew I saw you shooting that with the money all over you.
It plays very often through Bad Girls.
A lot, actually. I didn't plan that, I swear.
There you go. All right, thanks DJ. All right.
And another caller.
Oh, caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
That light boy must be popping.
What's it?
Michelle from Dallas.
What up, Michelle? All right, I gotta get through something. So let me just say this, and then we're gonna go to your third comment. Team Pink, because Julie was the fan favorite. Julie chose Flo, Gabby, Shannon, Paula, Judy, and Amber. Megan was the other fan favorite. Team Purple, and she chose Natalie, Danny, Erica, Rocky, Stassi, and Jen. So. Natalie is kind of which we kind of said her voice sounds a little different.
It's like an octave higher this season. And
she stopped smoking,
Chevonne said she stopped smoking.
And then we get to the first Captain's Challenge, which I love the scene of Shanrock stretching. Good to get that. You have to knock the team off the platform, your team member off the platform. So it's Natalie versus Jen. Natalie says she's a huge stripper, so she has lots of upper body strength.
It's true. Have you ever worked a pole? Because I have.
I sure have not.
It is hard.
The winners were Jen, Rocky, and Erica in round 1, causing Rocky and Erica to be the winners of round 2. And then when it was Rocky versus Erica, Erica hurt her damn knee.
Oh.
Now, I thought... And caller, I want you to get in on this topic. As far as the Rocky versus Erica, actually, we're going to let you talk about. What did you think about Rocky versus Erica, that battle?
I think that Erica was losing and she was faking the injury. I don't think she was hurt at all.
Agreed.
And I think that her pulling Rocky in. I mean, I liked Erica during her season, but I thought that was kind of like a punk move, her like pulling Rocky into the water with her body hair.
But did you also notice she also got a bunch of elbow hits in too? I noticed that, and there was another time where she used her hand a couple times. I felt like Erica was faking the funk a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
But just because, yeah. Wait, what did she say? I didn't hear.
I thought she was playing dirty.
Yeah.
And I thought Rocky was a good sport because she did I guess
high five.
Gave her a high five or something afterwards.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool.
What was your favorite part of the episode?
I mean, I really have a favorite part. It wasn't that entertaining to me. Then two of my favorites are already gone. I thought it was weird that Julie was a fan favorite. I kind of figured Megan because she just came off last season, but Julie was kind of a shock. I think that was kind of rigged. I thought it was pretty even, I guess, with all the people that was on Bad Girls Club for her to get in. So I didn't really kind of see that. I was also surprised that Megan chose Stassi because I've never in a million years would have chose her. I mean, she's cool, but she is like overweight, so I would never have chosen her.
Chose Stassi?
Stassi.
Yeah, because she's like she won't be able to move or run, and when she was running, she trying to hold her chest. She would get a better block. I mean, she knew she was coming on Bad Girls Club.
Well, that's what we all thought. We were like, well, she's just probably tired, but no, she was supposedly throwing the race.
Well, what do you think about?
I don't believe that. I don't believe she threw up. She looked like she was tired. They looked like they were tired, and if they were smart, they would have like put their dead weight instead of voting someone in based on emotions or how you feel about them.
Why do you guys
going to bring them down? Because at the end of the day, you need to win.
That's true. Why do you think Megan chose Danny? And they hate each other.
I think she was trying to split the twins up because I don't think she would have picked the other twin. So she wanted one of them on her team instead of having them both on the same team, because that's 2 votes on one side.
It's like splitting up Shamrock.
Yeah.
Kind of going also to what Megan said, I picked Natalie first because I want to be able to control Natalie. So Megan kind of went and controlled the people she didn't like, but when you say that kind of backfired?
Yeah.
Yeah, her choosing Natalie backfired. I don't think that she should have chose her. I think she definitely should have chosen Erica first. That was a risk that Erica could have went to the other team. Yep. But she should have just left Natalie off her team, because at the end of the day, that can be a cancer on your team as well as affect your team. It actually did.
Cancer's right, girl. All right, who do you want to see win the season?
Well, since I already know who won.
Well, don't put it out there.
No. I'm not going to say it. But
if that person
I already know who won. I mean, I wanted Rocky to win, but she's already gone. So I don't know. I guess I'll maybe catch a couple episodes, but, pretty much fall between I got Tiara and Judy's little feud going on. So.
Wait, Tiara and Judy, you're saying?
Yeah.
Right.
She posted little screenshots on Twitter.
Oh, they're going to get in some trouble.
All right. Well, do you have a Twitter handle?
Yes, New Orleans BB.
There you go.
Nola.
All right. Thanks for calling in. Make sure please continue to watch the show.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You have another caller. No, just kidding.
So, the second team, Team Pink, we had Amber versus Paula, which was the most amazing fight because Amber was doing like this little twirl.
Oh my goodness.
They were like dancing with the stars.
3 times.
Dancing with the bad girls all-stars.
That's her power, her secret power.
And she won. I did not think she was going to win in a million years. And then she starts talking shit afterwards like, yeah, bitch. I'm the baddest bitch.
Well, she thinks that she's more powerful than she really is. Like in the car, she was like, people thought I was dumb. But she didn't like say anything after that. It was just like, people think I'm dumb.
Well, and then the other thing is that Amber was really only an all-star because of the other Amber. And both of them together, they needed the Amber shows.
Mm-hmm. That's weird that they didn't put both of them on there.
I don't think they get along at all with each other anymore. So then we had Julie versus Flo, and Julie, I just love her commentary. Flo is basically a professional wrestler. Which also, how did they even match half of these people up to go against each other?
I was scared for the little ones.
Like Erica versus Danny. Really?
Oh my goodness, that little thing. She's like, Danny was like, Erica's thigh is as big as me.
and then help me! Help me! I love it. So Amber wins her round. Shannon versus Judy. Shannon wins her round. Gabby versus Flo. Which what? Gabby versus Flo. What? How about Flo versus Shannon in the first round? Let's knock one of them out. Yeah. But so obviously Flo won that one. Then Shannon versus Amber. Shannon wins, and Julie versus Flo. Flo wins. The final battle goes to Flo versus Shannon, leaving Flo the winner, and Rocky versus Erica, leaving Rocky the winner. Erica, with her whole hurt situation, I can't. Then they have to go into who's going to send home. Julie obviously votes for Megan and is going around telling everybody why Megan should go home. Let me drop the seed in everyone's ear. And it grew and grew and grew because I was actually really surprised in the elimination round to see Megan had the most votes.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe people were like, oh, we can get Natalie next round.
So here's the question. Do we all think that Paula flipped her vote?
Yep. You know why I think Paula flipped her vote? I think it was because when she slid the thing, it went in the direction of Megan. But Amber, we know, voted for Natalie, which was real shade. And then, well, I guess Megan couldn't have voted, so maybe it was Paul that voted. Was the other one?
She said nothing personal before she did it.
I don't know. We'll never know.
Unless Paula calls in and tells us.
Paula would never admit to that. And I mean, who would have thought Megan wanted Julie to go home as well?
Surprise.
So then they get the team challenge. They have the weave wall, the caboodle carry, the web of lies, and the bar crawl, which is a mud pit, and then a final puzzle. How do you guys feel about who did what? I mean, they put Flo versus Stassi. Oh, Shannon versus Jen at first to climb the wall, which I was surprised Jen couldn't. Had such a hard time.
But again, now that we found out that they threw it, she's like, "Oh, hold on, I can't jump."
Yeah, once she got on the other side, she's like,
I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Like she could pole vault that, couldn't she?
Right.
Flo versus Stassi. Then we have Paula, who missed one step in the web of lies.
That would have made me so mad.
And allowed Natalie to catch up to her.
And she was tired too. That's why she felt like when she got there the second time.
Judy versus Rocky in the bar crawl. I was just proud of Judy.
Judy was on a mission.
She caught up
Judy
with her.
is crazy, okay? Like, don't ever underestimate crazy.
And then the puzzle with the pink team, Gabby, Amber, and Julie. And Amber, does anyone see a vision?
Oh, Amber.
I love that. That was my favorite.
People think I'm stupid.
They won. The other team clearly threw it after kicking the puzzle over.
But you notice how long that puzzle thing took? Because, like, the sun literally set. That was at least 45 minutes.
Ray J was over that. Like,
he was wearing a jacket. He was like,
the producers
God.
probably had to come like, girls, it's a puzzle of our emblem. It's our logo.
You all have the tattoo.
Here's your legend.
Natalie goes to the bathroom, tries to randomly secretly talk shit as she's yelling to the whole entire house. Does this whole thing about wanting to go home. Producers, get my things, my luggage, all this stuff. Ends up going home and coming back the next day. Where do you guys
I'm planting that seed because you're like, look, girls, I have my phone.
Yeah. And I can leave and come back.
Stassi had the best comment. Bitches be like, I'm rich, but I got holes in my bags. Because y'all know that people be talking about Natalie really ain't got money. They be saying that her man is gay and it's a fixed marriage. And they also be saying that she is the Hollywood escort.
Whatever. You know what? If people are talking about you, it's a good thing. In this city, who cares? As long as they're talking about
she
you.
knows how to play the game. She's learned to polarize her audience, and that's what keeps her relevant and on shows like this and breaking contracts, right?
There you go. Natalie says she's now Team Pink. She wants the alliance with Paula. We don't know if that really came true or not, if Paula wasn't or if someone else was being I wouldn't trust no one up in that house, to be honest with you.
Well, like Rocky's necklace says, like, trust and no bitch.
Yep.
Like, that's just it.
Megan versus Natalie fighting at the reunion. I would have loved to have seen Megan have caught up with her. I would have loved to have seen them fight because they both, I don't know, I put them both in the same category.
I will say that Natalie did, her thighs looked a little big this season.
Ooh. All right.
Flo looked in better shape than Natalie did.
And then going back to Flo talking shit, talking about Rocky, I will kill you, bitch, and slamming walls. Natalie's breaking TVs, like.
Well, that's what I wanted to say before. I was like, we were talking about bullying. I said that the real person who was being bullied was the house. Like, Natalie was throwing vases, breaking the TV. You got the flow, like, it was just like, why are we hurting the house? It's so pretty.
I don't know. I mean, I understand why Rocky went home, and obviously Shannon's like, I ain't staying up in this house. Hell no. And Megan was the first to get sent home. I feel like they're going to bring one person back, whether it's Shannon or Megan. I can't see them really skipping out on an episode.
Wouldn't they? Do you think that they would bring back Rocky once she dealt with everything? Like, no, not at all.
If anything, they'll give Shannon and Rocky their own show.
The Shamrock Show.
The Shamrock Show. I don't know. I wouldn't want to watch the Shamrock. I love Shamrock, but I would not want to watch the show. On that note, let's head into predictions. We're going to get, I don't know if it was.
And now, you're AfterBuzz.
Yeah? I know we get Jen versus Flo.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I saw a Julie versus Jen.
And we get Natalie versus Flo.
Natalie versus Flo. which I think is set up. And then Amber wants to break up the 3-person alliance.
Who is that? Julie?
The twins.
I'm thinking Julie, the twins. But then I'm also wondering because if Judy is a part of that, but I don't know. But that's so smart that Danny is now on the other team because now they can save. Everyone can get saved. It's kind of actually works.
And they can feed each other information.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ooh, girl.
What are you guys hoping to see?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm in this movie. I just want to see more fights. I don't know what it is.
You want to see more fights?
I think it was the reunion.
The reunion?
It gave me the bloodthirst. I'm like, yes, more fights.
All right. On that note, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure you guys hit us up and keep the conversations going. Share all the drama with us on Twitter. You can follow me at DJ Jesse J.
At Tamakava777.
At Chevonne_Hughes. And Omari also told me he wanted me to tell you his Twitter, which is at Young by Jamarcus. I hope I said that right.
There you go. Till next week.
Thanks, callers.
Same time, same place. Yes, thank you guys so much for reading all of your amazing tea.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.